Hey guys, I'm Vaughan.
And I'm Caitlin, coming to you from Cape Town, South Africa, and this is
Songs of Adventure.
We are so stoked to be your new musical Geek and Sundry vloggers and to share our absolute love of awesome gaming music with you.
If you are not already a fan of gaming soundtracks, then we hope to convert you. If, however, you find yourself desperately craving glorious game music on a daily basis, then you've come to the right place. And we sincerely hope you'll enjoy our take on the songs we cover and the glorious information we talk about.
This week is of course Geek Week here on YouTube, and so we have an extra special theme to talk about, or rather the evolution of a theme. A salute, if you will, to a true classic, such a classic in fact that it was recently voted into 5th position in the British FM Classic Hall of Fame, knocking a little guy named Beethoven out of the top 5.
If you've ever played the Elder Scrolls games, you'll know all about Nerevar Rising, fondly known as the Morrowind theme. But to be fair, it's more like the entire Elder Scrolls theme. A variation on the theme, composed by Jeremy Soule, made a brief but explosive comeback in Oblivion as Reign of the Septims, and yet again in Skyrim as Dragonborn.
Now, I've only ever played Oblivion and Skyrim, but the original Morrowind theme is actually my favorite of the variations. So even if you haven't played the games, I completely believe that you can still appreciate the magic of the music. And in fact, this particular theme was actually requested a lot on a previous video of ours, and so it's obviously affected a lot of people's worlds positively.
Profoundly prolific game soundtrack composer and part-time epic legend guy Jeremy Soule, Kitty, oh yeah, you're going to be in the video yet, stated that he really enjoyed working on the Elder Scrolls series because the massive scale of the game really suits the grand orchestral music he enjoys composing the most.
The soundtrack for Morrowind, released in 2002, didn't actually receive overly positive feedback. Many reviews praised its high production value, but weren't impressed by its short length. Some said that there just wasn't enough variation, because although the game has over 100 hours of content, Jeremy Soule only composed 45 minutes of music. In his defense though, he deliberately wrote a minimalistic soundtrack because he didn't want to wear out the players' ears, so he was just looking out for us.
The music for Oblivion from 2006 has an interesting story behind it. While he was busy with the score, Jeremy Soule had a pretty serious car accident. He was quoted as saying,
I felt no fear. I simply acknowledged to myself that I've had a good life, and I would soon have to say goodbye to it in a matter of seconds.
I didn't know Jeremy Soule sounded like that.
He survived! And the feeling that life is indeed precious remained with him throughout the rest of the composition process. And so, he didn't imagine any specific characters or events. Rather, he wanted the music to comment on the human condition and the beauty of life.
Nice! On to Skyrim in 2011, and along came Dragonborn. The game's main theme was recorded with a choir of over 30 voices singing in the game's dragon language.
Basroda!
The game's creative director envisioned the theme as being sung by a group of barbarians. Jeremy Soule went along with the idea and recorded the 30-strong choir, layered it 3 times to get the effect of 90 voices, and the effect is pretty darn intimidating.
The Elder Scrolls soundtracks have won a bunch of awards over the years, including an MTV award, an ASCAP award, an Xbox Magazine award, and the aforementioned British Classic FM Hall of Fame spot.
Cool, so this is the part where we perform our take on the theme for you. We've done our best to try and cover all 3 at once, so here goes.
Once again, we troll the internet, searching for people with special memories or stories attached to the Elder Scrolls theme. We found this on the Malazan Empire forums.
I actually like the Morrowind and Skyrim ones about as much, and that is very much. They're both great, but in different ways. They're suitable to entirely different situations. You couldn't do much better than the Skyrim theme for an epic romp through the mountains inhabited by land-dwelling Vikings whilst fighting dragons. However, Morrowind's calmer theme suits the more intricate tale of betrayal and greed set in a land where areas known as the Ashlands are in no way a misnomer.
If you have any game theme songs you'd like us to talk about in future episodes, then please leave your suggestions in the comments below. And let us know your feels about the one we just talked about too.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like this video if you did indeed like it. Be sure to check out all of the other bloggers, and we will see you again in a couple of weeks.
8-bit tune time. This week's tune, courtesy of everyone's favorite trampolining mouse, Mappy. If you have any game thongs, thongs of adventure. And yet again, in Skyrim, as I have no frickin' idea.
Dragonborn!
It's also they did a dragon.
That was your dragon. Was that your dragon? Yeah.
What?
Popularly.
Popularly. That is not a word.
Lee.
Popular. Why is there an R in it? An L over there.
Why do you think popular is spelled? You just say...
We talk about.
I'm laughing too much.
That wasn't bad.
Not bad.
Put that on some toast.